red shorts on, as I always wear when I work on a car. Working on this truck tonight. It's 11:30 at night. I got the dreaded phone call from my fiance saying, "What did you do to my truck? Why is it shaking? What's going on?" Well, I said, I don't know. All I did was wash the truck and put some oil in it. This is a 2005 Jeep Grand Cherokee with the 3.7 liter V6 in it. I ran the scan on this and I'm getting 3 dead ignition coils. The circuit fault of the, let me read it, p2317 ignition coil F secondary circuit, p2305 again ignition coil B secondary, and p2302 ignition coil A secondary circuit. Also p0174 system 2 lean bank 1. One was p0174 system lean bank 2. You got 2 coils that are dead on one side, or a misfire code on 2 cylinders on this side, and another one in the back of the engine. Now, everywhere I read, it's telling me when these Jeeps have these problems that it's a dead PCM or a circuit driver that goes, you know, a coil circuit driver, or what, I don't know how you would say that. And this truck has 108,000 miles on it. It's never been made as far as tuned up, spark plugs, ignition coils, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to start with the basics. I'm going to go with some doorless coils. I got all 6 of them. You know, the cheap Chinesium coils for $100 and something. 6 NGK V-powered spark plugs. And these are the regular, what this truck calls for. It doesn't even call for platinum. I was actually shocked. It's a regular copper core type of plug. And then the service manual says change them every 100,000 miles. So go figure. And a digital multimeter. Cheap one. I can't find my other one. Ever since I moved into the new house, I can't find like a lot of my stuff. So I had to go buy a cheap $20 multimeter. So the plan of attack is check the ignition coils, pull the spark plugs out, change the spark plugs, well, I'm going to change the plugs anyway, but I got the coils just as a backup. The reason why is it's 11:30 at night. I'm trying to mess with this truck and I need extra parts if I need them. But my hunch is telling me a bad PCM because it happened all of a sudden. I don't think it could be a wiring issue also, but from what I read all over the place, it's a coil driver within the PCM, which is going to suck if I have to do a PCM on this truck. Oh yes, I know there's scan tools out there, and I know that there's sophisticated stuff to test all of this stuff, but me in this little garage, what we have is a multimeter, a cheap scan tool that I can pick up from Walmart at 11 o'clock at night. It's not bad. It's an AutoLink, 34 bucks. It'll do the job. It scanned all the codes. It told me what was going on. So whatever, it is what it is. But I would have rather had a nice Snap-on or a Mac, scan tool with me right now to get individual readings and all that kind of good stuff. But let's see, with my little monkey brain and some basic tools, see if we can diagnose this problem. And I don't know. I have no idea where this video is going to go. Watch me struggle. For the technical people out there, I figured I'd do this in real time. This one tested bad as far as according to the scanner as a circuit fault on the actual coil. So I'm just going to pull the coil off, examine it, and then I'm going to pull the spark plug out. Now this spark plug has approximately 108,000 miles on it. The truck was serviced at approximately 35,000 miles. My fiance bought this truck new, and about 35,000 miles it had a misfire, and the dealership wouldn't replace all the spark plugs, so they only replaced 1 or 2 of the spark plugs from what I recall way back when. I don't know which ones they were replaced, so this is just a little background. So we're going to pull this bad boy out. I know. I like to lube. This way. I'll set up all my tools here. Go ahead. Alright. From what I can see, there's really nothing going on here. No corrosion. No strange stuff. After I pull the plug out, I'll bring it to the bench and I'll see what's going on. But typical factory part. Let's put that to the side. Any junk in there? Nah, that's good. Please never use power tools on spark plugs and shit like this. And pull this puppy out. Whoa. Just pulled one of the spark plugs out of it. Let's see if you guys can get a nice close up. Ooh, they are worn the fuck out. I'd say it's almost a 50 thousandths gap on that. I'll check it in a minute. But look at that. Alright, let's go check the gap. Okay. I'm going to go with 24 and 28 thousandths, which is like over 52 thousandths. Let's see what happens. I don't even know if that's coming through, but it's over 50 thousandths of a gap. And what's hard to show here is the electrode is eroded to one side. And the tip of the spark plug is like slanted. So it's not even centered anymore within... I gotta get the light, hold on a minute. Oh, this is crazy. I've never seen spark plugs this bad. I mean, I should know better, but this is her truck, and let me see if I can get a clear. This is bad. Alright, we got some spark plugs to change. plugs are 108,000 miles on them, and they are worn down to the nub. Well, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired. I started on this truck about, I don't know, a couple hours ago. Went through all of the checks, pulled all the ignition coils out, ohmed them out. I don't want to bore you with all the details with that. If you want a detailed, if you want me to detail that, let me know. Basically, it boiled down to 108,000 mile spark plugs that were worn down to the nub. They had more than 60 thousandths clearance. The inner part of the spark plug was actually worn down to the nub, and it was just, I was shocked that the truck actually ran the way it was, and for as long as it did. So ran the truck for a few minutes, no check engine codes, engine fires right up, it's smooth as a kitten. Tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and button everything up, run the truck. Hopefully the problem is solved. Keep your fingers crossed.